Oh, hello everyone, and welcome to my Sunday Facebook chat, Conscious Eating, Conscious Living. And I post different things on food we eat, information I find from other sources, friends, and even gardeners. And so today I'm looking at moonflowers. And some of you may have heard of them or seen them and actually not known what they are. I didn't know what they are. And last week I was purchasing some pollinating perennials, my new go to for adding flowers to my garden. And I was introduced to moonflowers, something I had not heard of before. And I had picked out a few scabiosa columbarias, also known as pincushion flowers, a pink and a light purple. And that opened the conversation about moonflowers, and hence this post today. Last summer, I had purchased one plant that bloomed all summer and into the fall and survived the winter. I wanted more of those in my garden. And moonflowers, I found out, are enchanting night bloomers that bring magic to any garden, especially for those who tune into the rhythms of the moon, the stars, and the quieter moments of the day. While Ipomoea alba, the night blooming variety of morning glory, which is something we keep pulling out of our gardens, is the most well-known moonflower. There are several other night blooming or twilight friendly flowers that deserve just as much admiration. And here are some moonflower basics, some similar night bloomers, and perennial options that attract pollinators and can glow in the moonlight garden. What are moonflowers? Well, their scientific name is Ipomea alba, originating in tropical and subtropical regions of the Americas. They have large white trumpet-shaped flowers that open at dusk and fade by morning. Their luminous color and the sweet fragrance attract nighttime pollinators like moths, especially the sphinx and the hawk moth. Moonflowers are fast growing. Tender perennials, often grown as an annual in cooler climates, twining vines up to 15 feet long, and some only bloom once before they die by morning. There are other night blooming or moonlit beauties that bloom all at night, twilight, or often, and they offer reflective qualities that shine under the moonlight, perfect for a moon garden. These flowers are very fragrant, so check your nursery before you buy them. Not everyone can tolerate all fragrances. Evening primrose is one, and it blooms late in the afternoon, evening, with yellow fragrant flowers that attract moths and bees. They self-seed and naturalize quite easily. Yeah, I think it's a biennial, a sort of a sensitive biennial. Night blooming jasmine, a tropical perennial with an intoxicating fragrance, with the little asterisk after dusk that have small tubular white green flowers. And then we've got 4 o'clocks, which is a tubular flowering perennial with bright colors attracting moths and hummingbirds. Open in the late afternoon and stay open until the morning. Angel's trumpet is another one. It's a tender perennial with a strong evening fragrance and a trumpet-like flower in white, peach, or yellow. Now, datura, aka as moonflower bush, it's a bushier variety, but it's also toxic and needs to be handled with care. So probably not one if you've got little kids that don't understand or know what toxic is or that kind of thing. There's so many others to choose from. There's tuberose, Polyanthus tuberosa, great for containers or cutting gardens with a waxy white bloom. And then you've got perennial pollinator magnets for the moon garden. And even if they don't bloom at night, some bright perennials reflect moonlight or keep flowers open late into the evening, welcoming the pollinators that need their food supply at nighttime. The Shasta daisy, beautiful reflective white petals that glow in the moonlight. Yarrow, it's a flat-topped cluster, attracts bees and butterflies. The coneflower, echinacea, long bloom season and loved by pollinators. And bee balm, bright, aromatic, and attracts bees, butterflies, and hummingbirds. And then you've got Liatris, blazing star, and it's a spiky purple bloom, excellent for moths and butterflies. Russian sage with silvery foliage, blue purple flowers, and a dreamy moonlight color. Then you've got white phlox or white bleeding heart, and add a reflective contrast in shady or evening gardens. Moon gardens are designed for scent, white or silver foliage, and night blooming allure. They are often pollinator friendly for moths and nocturnal insects, providing that vital nectar sources outside of the daylight hours, which is often what we focus on for our garden friends. Pollinators need our attention, and planting perennials that attract and feed them is an easy way to support them. You don't have to build a beehive. And over time, you won't need to buy so many annuals. And a couple of quotes to send you on your way today. At night, the garden reveals its secret soul. And that's an adaptation by Michael Pollan. And an unknown, Moonlight and Flowers, Nature's Lullaby for the Soul. So, go about your garden if you have one, or some of these can grow in pots. And where can you put pots? Now, if you're in a condominium, you might want to look at, are you north facing, south facing, east, west? And some of these just might adapt well. And, go to your local garden shop and ask and find out, because those gardeners and the garden shops, they're experts, and that's why they're there, because they love plants and flowers. So check out your local garden shop and see what you can bloom in your garden. Well, have a wonderful day. Blessings, love, and light to all of you. And I hope to see you next time. Thank you.